And our assist of the game here on replay, presented by State Farm. And this wasn't his only assist, folks. 9 assists on the night over the course of the game from Harden.
Kevin, it's been one great pass after another for him. Just a huge amount of scoring for that team's offense generated by his court vision.
Houston in the lead. On the court for San Antonio. Green teams with Leonard on the wings. Boris Diaw is out there with West. And it's Mills in at the point. And that one's good. 8 points for Terrence Jones.
You know, they've been so effective when they've been able to get the ball inside.
Some real shortcomings from this defense. I mean, they've given up 5 straight looks in the paint.
Now here's Green. Back to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. He feeds it to Mills. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And this game is really heated up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, there's always room for more offense, Steve. You know that.
Here's Jones. Lawson outside. Here's McDaniels. That one falls. Coming off Lawson's feet. And the Rockets lead by 9.
This is great. 3-pointers going down quickly at both ends.
Yeah, it took them no time to answer back on that possession.
Outside, Green. From past the arc. Motiejunas grabs the miss.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
Well, you get more rebounds, you get more possessions, more shots at the hoop, and oftentimes that decides the game.
Now here's Motiejunas. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Houston making some changes. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Motiejunas. Reza comes in for Brewer. And it's Harden in for McDaniels. Then for the Spurs, Duncan, he's checked in for Diaw. Aldridge comes in for West. And Parker subbed in for Patty Mills. And there's Howard. That's good on the assist by Ariza. Ariza's got his 6th assist on the night.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Now here's Parker. Back to Duncan. Can't get it to go. And it's Houston the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. Rockets leading by 11. And Lawson, here we go. And Parker with the block. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Leonard, no luck. Rockets have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Finished off the break. And that's 10 points for Terrence Jones.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Spurs trail by 13. Duncan with the screen for Parker. Leonard the pass to Duncan. Looking to end the run. And he gets it to go.
Such a difficult shot to defend, that turnaround.
For Houston, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. Howard against Duncan. A floater, and out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Parker outside. Pass to Aldridge. From 12 feet out. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Aldridge has got 19 points. Rockets leading by 9. Harden outside. It's stolen by Green. Parker against Lawson. Parker outside, and it's Aldridge, top of the key. Leonard kicks to Parker. Just 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Houston. Harden's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Nice little lead they're enjoying here, and they deserve it with all the work they put in on the glass.
Yeah, big margin for them in the rebounding department. They've completely dominated the boards here.
And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Howard's got 3 assists in the game.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical, be more aggressive.
I agree, Clark, but it doesn't look like they have the will to do that at this moment.
You know, I get the feeling that Tim Duncan would make a mean poker player. With his reluctance to display emotion on the court, it's pretty clear when he's on the court, the big fundamental is all business.
And you talk about Duncan's reserved demeanor, snubbed from the All-Star game last season, but you'd never hear him complain. That's just not how he does things.
Now, here is Lawson, and there's the feed to Howard. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Duncan. Green dishes to Parker. Spurs working the ball around now. Outside, Green. This one for 3. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. And for Duncan, as respected Clark as he is, you wonder if he's gotten the recognition that he truly deserves.
Well, it's like a lot of things, Kevin. Sometimes you don't truly appreciate it until it's gone. But he's one of the 10 best players of all time in my book. Consistency, high-level performance, championships, every measure you use to evaluate him makes him one of the 10 best to play.
Great job there, recognizing the mismatch and taking advantage.
They got to put a bigger guy on him. Otherwise, he'll bury those jumpers all game.
Now the dish to Ariza. Harden the pass to Howard. Kicks it out to Harden. Leonard with the steal. Tipped away. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. Here's Parker. To the inside. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
And maybe that'll give this team a little bit of their edge back.
Now here's Jones. Here's Howard. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
We've watched Howard play some great basketball. 14 rebounds and some of his offense coming at the foul line with 5 points there.
Yeah, 5 pretty big points, Clark.
With all the chances he's been getting, it's got to be frustrating that his struggles continue at the line. The Rockets, to me, are an emerging factor in the West. Not 100% sold on them being championship caliber, though. I still think you've got to give that front office a lot of credit in terms of what they got out of the superstar tandem of Harden and Howard. I think it's a strong foundation of scoring and defense.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Kevin McHale address his team. He tried to really fire them up to bring it home, saying, all night, you have all night to rest after the final buzzer. For now, we have to lay it on the line and try to bring it home. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Doris. Green kicks to Parker. Dishes it to Aldridge. Puts up the baby hook, and it's San Antonio with another. Boy, the Rockets came out smelling like a rose, didn't they? Bringing in Howard, but some luck along the way, too. You remember the Chris Paul Lakers trade that was vetoed. Steve, the Rockets would have gotten Pau Gasol in the deal.
And then not Dwight Howard because they wouldn't have had the cap room to absorb him. So, you know, they're probably glad that in hindsight that deal fell through because Dwight Howard, the younger and more talented player, when you think about his comparison to Gasol.
Parker with a clean look. Off target from the wing.
Boy, have they been hitting the glass hard or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Well, you're right. Very rarely will you out-rebound an opponent like that and not have it pay off.
Jones. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Now it's a 4-point Houston lead.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Howard with the steal. Floats one, and the basket by Harden. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Lawson's against Parker. Here's Aldridge, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Ariza outside. Lawson outside. Howard against Duncan, and he gets the bucket. 25 points for Dwight Howard.
They've built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
Well, he's been splashing everything today.
Parker dishes to Green. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he's finding it very difficult to score here in the fourth.
Kicks it to Jones. Harden outside. Pass to Lawson. Fades away. And another three for Houston.
This is great. Three-pointers going down quickly at both ends.
Yeah, it took them no time to answer back on that possession.
Spurs trail by 6. Now Parker. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
Well, after that good first half, things have not gone his way here in the second.
Well, that's the way to get the board there.
Just been rebounding well all game long. And he gets the bucket. And it's a 9-point Houston lead.
Second three-pointer of the half, fourth overall. So he's having a nice game from outside.
Pass to Aldridge. From 15 feet away, no luck. And the Rockets take it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. Lawson the pass to Ariza. On the wing, Harden. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. Free throw dropped for Harden.
You know, this is a common problem for them, their inability to consistently knock down their free throws.
So he gets them both.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Now here's Parker. Feeds it to Aldridge. Shot to stop the run. That one a little long.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
Here's Ariza. Harden with it. He's picked up by Parker. Harden kicks to Ariza. Back to Harden. Using his post move to get the 2 points. Harden's got 11 points in the quarter.
Everything's falling now, and this lead continues to increase.
Yeah, it's just way too hard to keep up with a scoring pace like this. I mean, and that's why the defense is having a tough time.
And stolen by Ariza. Jumps up, and Harden with the stuff.
Well, as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
I think it really could get out of hand, and you can much as their offense for that.
Spurs trail by 15. Parker outside. Green dishes to Aldridge. Puts up the baby hook. Excellent D that time from Jones.
Well, I think one of the stories has been rebound.
Well, what we saw here tonight is one team just had everything going for it, and the other did. Huge margin of victory for the Rockets.
Tonight they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That certainly was their main meal, their bread and butter, if you will.
You look at the stats and you'll see just how dominant a game this was for James Harden. He was doing everything right, and the points seemed to come in bunches. He definitely had the hot hand.
Here's Parker following the basket by Dwight Howard. The drive by Green. Parker up top. Shot clock at 6. Trying to get back on track. Leonard, no luck. Houston's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Ariza kicks to Lawson. Houston moving it around. They double team Howard. Harden outside. He dishes it to Ariza. He kicks to Howard. From deep. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Howard. And that's now 37 points for James Harden. The Spurs shooting straight 49% from the field. Parker passes to Aldridge. Outside, Green. Second shot opportunity, and it's laid up and in by Aldridge. Now, here is Lawson. And here's Harden. That one is off. Both teams deciding to change it up. He hits the second from the line. Puts up the prayer. Misses the shot. So we see Houston taking the W here. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Dwight, congratulations on the win tonight. When you end up shooting as many free throws as you had tonight, what's your approach mentally?
I just kept telling myself, no matter how many I miss, go up there and shoot it and just keep playing, try to dominate the game other than just at the free throw line. And that's what I try to do.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris, for that. And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying, see you next time, as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.